Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. It's Monday, October 7th. Hope everybody's doing well today. Happy October to you. Again, just appreciate you taking the time, taking a few minutes to check us out. Sure do appreciate that. If you can see on my screen here, just kind of get all the legal things out of the way. You see the legal disclaimers here, just so you understand this is for educational purposes here. Everything we do here is strictly for that. Any trades we might take are not in any way, shape, or form a trade recommendation. So we do not do that here. This is for educational purposes. So everything you decide to do is on your own decision making. I guess you could say if you decide to trade, it's based on your own decisions. Okay. So just take time and read that for a few minutes, and there's a link in the description below the video here. So check it out. All right. Well, thank you very much. All right, gotta get that out of the way. And on the right hand side of the chat, you'll see we have I've pinned some videos there of the tools, okay, so that we use to trade. There's some videos that are on our site that you can kind of watch those that are specific to the 5 tools that we trade here. So take a look, take a few minutes and watch those if you don't mind. All right. Again, if you kind of check out the description below the channel, you'll see that this is a free education channel, meaning that we just kind of teach what we know and how to trade, and what's been successful for us. We kind of teach that for free. I want people to kind of learn the method if they'd like to. Some people will like it, and some people will not, and that's okay. There's a lot of different methods out there that you can learn to trade to be successful. Just pick one, be consistent at it, and get good at that one method, and you'll do well. Okay, so that's what we want. That's also what we want to teach. Whether you like our method or not, it's okay. We just want you to pick a method, stick with it, master it, and stop jumping from method to method. Master a method and learn to make money in the markets. Okay. Good morning, Paul. How you doing this morning? Soto will be late this morning, so it's just going to be me, and Mitchell will be a few minutes late as well. So it'll be me just getting started here. So bear with me, kind of under the weather here. My voice, as usual, kind of seems a little bit worse today, but bear with us here. But again, yeah, so just read the description below the channel here and kind of learn a little bit more about what we do here. But we want this to be a very positive, fun place to learn. And if you like the method, great. If you don't, that's okay too. Not a big deal. It's not for everybody. But what you'll see here is we're very simple. We keep it very simplistic. It's all about the KISS concept here, and based on the fundamentals of the market, and then that's what we trade, and a price action, volume, support and resistance, supply and demand, and order flow. Okay, so those are all things that are in the market that will never go away. So if you can learn to trade on those principles, it doesn't matter what happens in the economy, you'll be able to make money in the markets. So anyway, so that's kind of what we teach here. All right. This is a 1 point a day challenge, meaning that we want you to go after 1 point first. Make sure you get that 1 point, then, because eventually that 1 point that's worth one contract is worth $50 today. Not too far in the future, that 1 point will be worth thousands and thousands and thousands. The same 1 point. So that's why it's so important to learn how to get 1 point. Most people probably don't buy into that, and that's okay. But math will not lie. I was going to do a video for one of our subscribers, and in the middle of that, hopefully I'll have it up today or tomorrow. But it just shows the math of what 1 point will do in a very short amount of time. And you can't argue the math. That's one thing you cannot argue with. So anyway, so here we are this morning, getting a late start, but it's Monday morning. Running a little behind here, but we're here. So thanks for being here. All right. So good morning, Paul. So have you made any trades this morning, Paul? You're usually pretty quick on the trigger this morning because of your work schedule. I know you can tend to get in a little early, so you pull up charts pretty quick. We had a zone drawn here at 7:15 this morning. Obviously, had opportunity to make points. I wasn't there to make the trades, but the zone was drawn for sure. So all right, so let's start looking around for some opportunities here and see what we're looking for, and we'll kind of go. Let's see here. Quite a few zones out there this morning. I'll go ahead and draw some up here as well on the with a bigger tool there. We use NinjaTrader here. Just as if you're new, we do use NinjaTrader, the 5-minute chart. That's what we trade, but you can kind of watch that. We definitely scalp. So yeah, Paul, the auto trader made a little over 5.25 points this morning. Absolutely, that was great. Auto trader's doing extremely well, so that's great. Yeah, and that was done early this morning, in the wee hours of the morning. I think it triggered about 4 o'clock or so this morning and made 5 points, so that was nice. But I was asleep, but I did check it, so that was good. But yeah, so let's go ahead and draw some zones here on this 5 minutes. So definitely got a zone down here at 610. We're kind of in all this sideways action we got going on right here. We got a zone down in there. We would definitely look to front run that if price decides to get down there. Okay. So that's one obvious zone. So let's keep drawing some other zones and check it out. And our zones are based on specific criteria, guys, and that's one reason I have the videos posted and pinned to the chat there, so you can kind of watch those in your spare time. The support and resistance, supply and demand zones, and volume, all that. That will help you understand why we draw these and what the criteria needs to be met to draw those. All right, so let's see here. Get a couple hidden zones here pretty quick. Been triggered, but still probably pretty good. Would expect a bounce out of them. This we have is another zone right here at 620, which all these zones are, guys, are supply and demand zones around support and resistance. So we know we're going to get some action out of that. Whether we trade at it or not, we don't know yet. But we do know price is going to get into these areas and slow down and bounce or just kind of cause some congestion there. So we want to watch. Go ahead and get these zones drawn up and watch them. And then as price gets close to our zones, we start looking at all the other pieces of all the other tools, I guess you could say, and see if price lines up for an opportunity to make a trade. So it's really that simple. So we identify areas early, and then once they meet our criteria, we identify that zone, and then we kind of wait for price to kind of get into that area, and then we look to make trades based on tools. It sounds very simple because it is very simple, and it's very fundamental, which is extremely important. And why would you not want to trade fundamentals of the market? Because they're always going to be. So get good at understanding those and recognizing those, and you're going to see, once you become very, very good at seeing those and marking those up, you'll see price react around those areas, and then start giving you a little bit of confidence. Hey, I know what's going to happen around these areas, or I have a very good idea what's going to happen around these areas, and so how can I start to trade those areas? And that's what you want to check it out. I mean, that's what you want to start checking and seeing and watching, and it gives you a little more confidence. The more you see it happen, the more you draw them up, the more confidence you get that hey, there's something to this. You know, I can start seeing the structure of the market and why things are happening, and makes a difference in your trading, and it becomes very, very profitable when you break it down to the basics like that and stop relying on 15 different indicators to tell you what's happening. Learn the basics of the market, which is price, action, and volume. Okay, and support and resistance and supply and demand. So take the time to learn those. All right, let's see here. So probably won't be as lively this morning until Soto and Mitchell get here. I'm kind of dragging a little bit this morning, and they're the ones that have all the entertainment anyway. So we'll just kind of be patient here. It's a Monday morning, so we're not going to get crazy. We're going to be patient and wait for price to come to us. It might start slow and kind of go sideways here for a little while, so we'll just wait and see. We'll go ahead and mark our zones up. Once they qualify, we'll go ahead and get those marked up, and then we'll just kind of be patient and wait for price, guys. So like I said, it is a Monday morning, so we'll wait and see how things are going. It is October. Things pick up, which is good for this month, so we'll kind of watch those. So we're not going to there's zones that can be picked out right now here in this area, but we're not going to get crazy with it and try to catch every tiny little zone that's out there just because it's kind of sideways right here. So I'm going to wait for a little bit more areas of strength. So we'll just have to be patient and wait for price to get to those. Okay. We have a zone up here that's been triggered a couple different times, so I wouldn't use that again. If price decides to go to the high side here, I would not be doing that. Yeah, Paul, you'd think he was making his oatmeal this morning, but actually he's out for just about an hour or so. Has a couple meetings he has to go to, but he will be back here, I'd imagine, in the next 30. He probably won't be gone for an hour. I imagine he'll be back pretty close to market open, to be honest, and maybe thereafter. So, but yeah, he's usually making his oatmeal at this point in time. You're right. You're exactly right. I hope everybody had a great, safe weekend, and I'm ready for the week to make some money here in the markets. So I hope everybody is doing well. But yeah, if you have any questions, please pop in there, ask them, let us know you're here, and we'll be happy to help you in any way, shape, any way we can. Okay, answer any questions you might have. Definitely want to do that. So Paul, did you just let the auto trader trade this morning? You have not had any manual trades this morning so far? Be interested to know that, because you're pretty quick on them in the mornings, because you're in front of your computer quicker. But you're doing very, very well. So I'd be interested to see if you had any trades this morning outside the auto trader. Let me know that, please. And if you do, we can mark them up. Got a potential zone here as well. It's going to bounce. The price is going to react out of it, but it's kind of, we've already had an entry into it, so kind of not just overly excited about it, but we'll go ahead and mark it up for the sake of marking it up, I guess. And we'll just kind of be patient. All right. Yeah, no worry, Paul. No worries, Paul. Yeah, absolutely. Work comes first right now. Absolutely. So no trades yet, and that's all right. We'll have an opportunity. We'll have an opportunity to make trades. There's no doubt about it. You have them every day. So we'll just wait for price to come to what our method tells us to do, and we'll be patient for that. So, but being a Monday morning, fully expect price to kind of be laggish, like I am right now. Right now, so kind of just dragging a little bit, so we expect price to be the same way for a while, so no hurries here, no hurries. But we do have another zone drawn up, like I said, at 635. It's a hidden demand zone. Price has kind of been playing around in that already prior to this takeoff here, so we'll kind of be patient and wait and see what price wants to do when it comes back into that area based on the volume and price action. And we'll wait for a few minutes here to see if we have any opportunities. If even though a zone's drawn up there, we'll have to wait to see if price action volume wants to give us an opportunity to make a trade. Okay, but we do have these things drawn up ahead of time. That's what's something to kind of pay attention to. Okay, these zones are all drawn up prior to price getting to those areas, and then we'll just wait to make a trade based on what we see there. So just hang with us and be patient, and we'll kind of talk through it. But again, if you're just joining us, sure do appreciate it. Thank you for checking us out. We're a brand new channel here, just kind of getting going here in YouTube. Not doing any kind of advertising. We're still trying to work out a lot of issues to make it as best we can before we really kind of start pushing the channel. But we want this to definitely be a great place for people to come and ask questions about the market, learn the method if they would like to do that, and to be just a friendly environment to trade in. We want this to be a fun little community and a group, and because there's a lot of people out there with a lot of wisdom, and a lot of different ways to trade out there. We'll focus mainly on ours, but I do like to talk about other people's methods as well, just for the heck of it. I think it's good. Knowledge is good. So I appreciate everybody coming, checking us out. All right. So again, we do a lot of our main trades are based off these tools here. The tools of the trade is what I have marked up on the chart there. Our first is price action, okay, which we have a corresponding video in our chat that's pinned there about price action. Okay. The price action is strictly reading candles and the wicks of the candles and the bodies of the candles. That's what we consider the price action here. Okay. We want to see how these candles are reacting to certain areas. We want to see how candles are moving. We can talk about candles on speed and and how fast they're moving, how slow price is moving, what intentions of buyers and sellers are from the big guys. So we can kind of read all that inside of a candlestick chart. Very basic, and that's how it needs to be. It doesn't need to be overcomplicated. Okay, so volume is down here in the bottom. Volume is going to give us an idea of speed as well, but it's also going to give us a true idea of who's in control of that candle, and are they getting tired, or are they gaining strength, or all that good stuff. So volume is very important. It's a real-time indicator there. Volume is. So we want to watch that all the time. Okay. Support and resistance. Obviously, you see these green and red areas that you see on my chart that are drawn these lines. That's just a visual swing indicator, just showing support and resistance, so they can kind of be visually tossed out there. That's really what that is. No need to read any more into that, but that's exactly what it is. Okay. Supply and demand. All right, the whole world works on supply and demand. Just the market works on supply and demand. So we started looking for supply areas and demand areas based on price action and based on support and resistance. Okay, because we know that's where the big boys have kind of created these areas. We want to find them, and we want to know that, hey, there's a very high probability chance that they're going to react out of those areas again. So we want to go ahead and find them early on, and be able to look for an opportunity to trade out of that. Okay, and that's what you'll see on these on my chart. You see these orange kind of boxes that go across the whole chart. That's areas have been drawn up. Then you'll see a blue box I have drawn up as well on the top. That's also an area of supply. Okay, so we have supply and demand. Supply is to the short side. Okay, that's what supply means, is we got a lot of sellers. Okay, and demand is to the long side. We have a lot of buyers. So you'll see demand zones, like down here at the bottom, right here at 610 area down here on this, all the sideways action, that's a demand zone. So we obviously expect when price decides to come down into this area here, we expect it to bounce. We expect price to give us a little, either if it wants to push through there, that's fine, but we expect it to bounce first, because obviously we had a lot of buying and selling going on in this area right here, that the buyers won out and the price took off long pretty fast and hard. So we expect when price gets back down to that area, what's going to be the battle again, and we just have to look for our best entry out of that area. And we have a 1 point stop, so we'll take our entries based on a 1 point stop there, and hopefully we can get our bounce for a point and then lock in a tick if we can, and let price run if it wants to run for us. But definitely want to try to lock in that 1 point. Okay, so that's kind of the basics of it. Then we have order flow, which I don't show you on my chart here, just because it can kind of get confusing if you don't know order flow. I haven't even created a video for that yet, because I'd really like people to really understand price action, volume, support and resistance, and supply and demand first, and then once I kind of give it time for that to happen, then we'll throw in the order flow chart. But that's just, again, it's a real-time actual buyers and sellers that have already made a commitment, and it has been done. The orders have been bought and sold there, so and you can actually see real-time what's really happening and what real commitment looks like from institutional sellers and buyers. So that's kind of what order flow is all about. So that's just another confirmation tool for us that, hey, this is gonna be a good area. We got a lot of money still sitting there in those areas to be traded. So when price gets into these certain areas, then based on all these tools combined, it kind of gives you a little bit higher probability of something happening in your favor. And that's what we look for. Simple as that. We keep it very simple here. And that's the name of the game, guys. That's the name of the game. So again, thanks for being here. I sure do appreciate it. Excuse me, get a drink of water. Yep, so 9 minutes to the open, so just hanging here. New price can kind of be slow. we're just kind of hanging out, waiting for price to kind of get in some of our areas here and see what we can get out of it. Okay. So being patient here, being patient. This would be a good time for Soto to come and Mitchell to kind of chime in and tell some of their stories, but we don't have them at this point right now. So we'll just gotta hang on and wait for us. Okay. All right. So let me just do what everybody should do. First off, make sure there's no news. I mean, a Monday morning is not usually newsworthy times, but we'll always check it, okay? Need to always check. Well, at 1 o'clock today, we do have some news. At 1 o'clock, we got Fed Chair Powell speaks at 1 o'clock today. So no big deal. That's the news for the U.S. market today. Big news anyway. Fed Chair Powell speaks at 1 o'clock today, so we'll be long gone by that time. So for our purposes, no news this morning. Okay. All right. All right. Just being patient, guys. I would be playing some music or something in the background, but been dealing with copyright stuff, so I gotta get all that figured out, so I can kind of give a little bit going on here besides my voice, because I like to listen to music. But unfortunately, during a live stream, I gotta make sure all copyright issues are taken care of, and I gotta set it up properly to do that, to make sure we don't have any issues. Definitely don't want to have that kind of a problem. So sorry, it's just kind of me and my voice this morning until the other boys get in town. So we got price kind of coming down towards our one of our first demand zones this morning. Volume's still low, which is good, which we expect, being prior to market open, but not just jumping yet to take the trade. Kind of just keep watching. But we do like the rejection that's showing out of this area, which we expected because of this pivot candle doji that we have right here at 640. We expected that absolutely for price to kind of bounce right there, so which it's doing. So we'll just kind of leave it be right there. Not chase anything. Price and volume's increasing right now, so we'll kind of just be patient and wait. Just gotta be patient and wait. It's one of the hardest things to do as a trader is being patient and sitting on your hands, but to be successful in this game, that's what you're gonna have to learn to do. And so you just have to learn to do that. Be patient. No reason to chase money. Alright, so we're pushing back in our area, and volume's increasing pretty good, which we expect price to kind of push down and deeper into this zone here of the demand, and before it bounces, and it's going to bounce, I believe. So we'll just keep watching it here. And we got strong area in this of support right now and demand in this 41 even area. So we'll just kind of watch this, and with volume increasing like that, we'll just kind of keep watching it. But it's definitely an opportunity. Soto's back already, so like I said, he's pretty quick here, so let's go ahead and bring him in here. Hold on just 1 second.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, good morning, sir. How are you?
Doing well, bud. You?
Yeah, doing good, doing good. All right.
All right.
Cool. All's well this morning?
Yes. Good. Are you ready to switch to live?
Oh, yeah, we've been up now for 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes. Yeah, we're going, so, but no trades this morning yet. So it's just Paul hanging out in here and myself and someone else, not sure who, but it's I'm talking about it's just a slow Monday morning. We'll be patient here, and all the entertainment would be back here shortly, meaning you and Mitchell.
Yeah.
So I just had to be patient and wait for that.
Good. Do you have this on? I'm sorry. Are we? Am I already on YouTube Live here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have the zone? It looks like it's already been triggered. The 635 zone.
635. Let me see here. Yeah, we've got that marked up. Yeah, it was already triggered, but price hadn't come back down to it yet. So we've just been talking about that. Price was making its way down there, but volume was increasing, so we're just kind of being patient, waiting for it. We do have that zone drawn, and I have a zone drawn at 620 as well, and then 610. So those are all areas of demand right now. So we'll just kind of watch them and see and wait for price to get down into those areas and see what volume tells us to do.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we're doing right now. So, but being a Monday morning, 3 minutes to the open, it's going to be kind of sluggish. So we're just kind of hanging out waiting.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. You definitely could draw a little bit of a supply zone right here, but not going to do it out of this area right now, even though there's a lot of resistance there. So you could definitely probably go short there, but 3 minutes to open, not going to chase it most likely. It could definitely be drawn up for sure. So thanks guys for joining us. So like I said, we're just a couple minutes away from the open, so here we'll be patient. And but thanks for checking us out. And like I said, if you're new to the channel, you can check us out on the chat there. I've posted, pinned some videos of our tools of the trade. So check those out when you got some time. Kind of learn a little bit more, and see what we can do here. But you'll learn a little bit more about our method and what we're about. And again, we keep things very simple. We don't chase trades. We let price come to us, and we trade on our terms here. Win or lose, we're going to trade on our terms, right? So, as we try to put probabilities in our favor, what we expect to happen, and what has proven to happen over many, many years. So we'll just kind of watch that and be patient and wait for those opportunities. And because you're always going to get opportunities every day. So it's just a matter of waiting for those to happen. Okay. So, yeah, we're getting obviously some good rejection out of that. Some little supply zone there, but we're not chasing it. I said it earlier, we weren't going to chase it, even though we expected some rejection out of that.
Are you talking about the 910 candle?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I just saw that. No. I just saw it. I was drawing the sun, and I just realized this candle triggered already.
Yeah, I mean, we could have drew it up before before the candle even got there. It would have been a good winner for us. It's just we didn't do it close to the open, so I just didn't mess with it. But yeah, obviously it triggered, but we didn't chase it. All right, 15 seconds to the open, so we'll kind of be patient and watch and relax here. We're going to have big volume spikes, around the open here, so we'll just have to let price settle down for a few minutes. And then here it is. There's the open. So price is moving. So we'll just kind of let price react out of our zones for a few minutes, which we know they're going to do. We're just not going to be anxious just because there's a zone there. That doesn't mean we automatically trade. Okay, so but it is good to see these things bounce out of our zones, go sideways, kick, go left, right, up, down. It's kind of neat to watch it happen out of the zones that we predicted ahead of time, which this one's good. I said a little bit earlier, if you were here, that 41 was the place to be in this zone, and it's bounced right at 41. So it would have been a nice trade, but it's right at the open, in which we don't trade. So no big deal, right? No big deal. So we just be patient and wait. So Thanks for checking us out, guys. Sure do appreciate it. If you got any questions, please ask, and would love to talk to you and discuss anything with you that you might have on your mind and want to know a little bit more about. We'd love to talk to you about it. So hope
Maybe,
everybody's having a great day. Yep.
what about the 825 candle? I know that so you got a bunch of hidden zones there at 710 and so,
All right.
and then I know this has been triggered, but what about the 825?
Yeah, I mean, it absolutely can be used as a hidden zone. There's going to be rejection out of there, because we had rejection, like you said, at 17. We've had a lot of rejection up there, and it's still a good zone to get some rejection from. I think it will do that. I mean, it's bumped the bottom of it a couple times, and it's gone short. But I still think you're going to get some rejection just because of. I think it could still be a good zone because of all the rejection, that's already up there, and. So we'll go ahead and draw that, just so everybody understands what we're talking about since the market's open at this point. We're talking about this candle right here at 825. That's a supply candle, as a supply zone, meaning short opportunity when you go into supply. So I think there's going to be more rejection there. It's already rejected a couple times at the 845 and 850. But I think you can get price up into that area around the 45 even area. I think it would be a good opportunity to go short 45 even to 45 and a half. I think you have an opportunity there to be short for a quick 1 point bounce, which is what we're looking for here. So we'll see if volume wants to slow down and get up into that area, and then we'll look to trade it.
Yeah, I think, like you said, I think 45 and a half is pretty strong because it kind of overlaps with the other candle that is, rejected out of. So you have a little confluence there. I don't know if that's the proper term. And
that is, absolutely, yeah. Proper term, so volume's getting ready to push into our zone, it looks like, but we got the open, so we're at a heavy volume there. So I'm not gonna try to get in front of this yet. I'm gonna wait for it to show a little bit more rejection out of that area. Before I jump in front of it. So we'll give it just a few minutes here.
I like how it came back to the sun that you already had called out and, respected the suns you've called out already.
Yeah.
I think, like you just said, it's always exciting, even if you don't trade, to know that, you're making the right calls and your zones, kind of confidence, right?
Absolutely. I mean, it's very important. Because you're pointing out the structure of the market, even on a small time frame. That's what's good. You're pointing out the structure, what's happening, what should happen from a institutional standpoint. This is what we're thinking is going to happen. This is what the institutions are thinking. This is what they're doing. What they're looking at, even though they don't trade on a small time frame, they trade on a larger time frame. But the point is, these zones are here for a reason. They're not created by by retail traders. They're created by institutionals. So it's good to see those ahead of time and have the opportunity to get in on those for sure. Good confidence builders, absolutely. So it's a pretty big red candle here being rejected here. So we'll just kind of watch it and see.
I like how, again, it just went to the very bottom of that zone. To the dot.
Yeah.
Still amazes me.
Yeah. Even if it comes back through and pushes through, which I think it will, but the issue is it's respecting our zone to the tick, which is always neat to see. That means you are definitely in the right area. You are seeing the market for what it is, as price action and supply and demand, and that's important to learn to be able to see that. Wait and see here. Volume, is obviously still at the open area, so it's still very high. So we'll kind of wait for this to lose some of this momentum for a few minutes, and then give us into one of our zones for an opportunity to trade. push through here. See if it respects the second zone at all that we had drawn up here. No, push right through that. That's good. Alright, Mitchell's ready now, so let me go ahead and pull Mitchell in here too while we got a few minutes here. Alright, Soto. Alright guys, so I appreciate it. Everybody hanging in there and pulling the boys in, so we have all three of us on here now, so thanks for the patience. We're not in the middle of a trade, so.
Hey guys, what's up?
What's up, Mitchell? How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. It's raining on me this morning, so my internet was a little spotty, but we got her working.
Well, good. You sound like you're feeling better. That's good.
Oh yeah, I'm back from the dead.
Awesome. So, are you there?
Hey, buddy. Yeah.
All right, you're there. Okay, just making sure the crew's in. All right. So I have a zone drawn at 610 here. Knowing that we got a lot of rejection here, so we could definitely look to get a bounce right here at the top and look for that if you're interested.
Are you looking for a trade here?
I don't like this long candle right now. I'm gonna wait for a few minutes. If it shows some rejection and closes with a little bit of a wick here, then I do. But I don't want to just take this full candle, even though it could very easily bounce out of it. I like it to show some signs of slowing down first. So it's bouncing on our zone right here at the top of the zone right now. It might bounce out of it. So we'll just kind of see. Yeah, it's bouncing off of that. Did you get it?
No. No, I'm with you. If I got in, it would have to be at 36.75.
Yeah. It's a strong area to get in right there.
Yeah, just to kind of, a little cautious. I have to, just like you said, it's a long body. Obviously, it would have probably worked out great to be at the top, but it's just, like you said, a little too risky with, volume increasing. You don't know what can happen at this point.
Right.
It can do a little flash, but it's respecting it right to the top of it, so that's good.
Yeah.
So maybe, so if we finish here with a little rejection, probably the second trade, the next candle will probably be good.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so we got about a minute and a half of this candle here. I'd like it to stay rejected a little bit out of here, and then open up another candle, go down in there, get us, and then continue to bounce. So that's what I'd be looking for at this point. But I'm not gonna chase price, even though it's respecting our zone perfectly to the tick. I'm not gonna chase it at this point. All right, there it goes. It's coming into our zone, but it's still on that same candle. So we want to. I want to wait a little bit.
Still got a whole minute. Auto Trader kicked butt Friday and Sunday.
Yeah, it did. Did really well. Did you have the Auto Trader running?
I did, man. I told you, I'm weddings behind me, man. I am Mister on top of it now.
Good. Well, good for you.
What did it do yesterday or last night? Because mine threw a weird message at me this morning.
Oh, did it? It only made 5.25 points this morning.
Okay, it did right, but it threw a message. Same message that I got that one time that I sent you.
Yeah, well, I need to, if you'll kind of send me the trace files on that after we.
I will, but it gave me it did that. I mean, that's the points I made, or.
Yeah, actually, should have been 5.25. But, yeah, I just don't like it's doing that. I want to check out why it's doing that all of a sudden again. So, but yeah, it did good. I mean, you got 12
and a half on Friday.
Yeah, 12 Friday, and then 5 this morning, so that was good. Yeah.
Makes you annoyed that I'm on the micro. I was like, oh gosh.
That's all right. No, that's important, man. Let it grow.
Oh yeah. Hey, but it bought me a 1.5 a trade and a half. If I lose today, I'm still even up.
Yeah, there you go.
It's not gonna happen. We're going perfect.
Right,
someone's got to challenge Soto on this run he's got going. I can't just let him have all the fun.
He's got a good one. All right, so let's talk about this trade right here, since it's kind of a new candle here. Rejected out of our zone, right?
Yep.
So now we have to be looking for second entry into this zone now, right?
Yes.
So where's the price at to do that?
I'm sitting at 36.5 right now.
36.5. Okay, I like that. I'm okay with that. I was sitting at 36.75. I think that's a good zone. I think 36.5 is a good zone. I think any of that right there is either way is good.
I'm at 36.75.
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's right. That's where I'm sitting right here waiting. If we can get price to come back into us here, I'll probably take that trade, but I'll wait. But I think it's going to continue to bounce out of the zone. So if it gets back into us, it doesn't take off.
So that's mighty conservative of you, brother. Did you have a bad morning?
No, just I don't know. I feel like that's probably the best spot. You guys are probably in a better spot. Just that's it.
So it was just joining in this way. He got here about 5 minutes before you did, Mitchell. He had business this morning to take care of, so he's just kind of getting going as well.
Yeah, it's getting warmed up.
Everything all right?
Yeah, it's good. Thank you.
I'll put an order in at 675 here, and we'll just kind of wait and see if he wants to take us and get in and create a little bit more of a pivot. It's bumping me right here.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in, so we'll see what happens here. We'll see. Give us the point we're
Good.
asking for.
There it is. You guys got it?
Not yet. Mine bumped against it. It hasn't taken me out yet. I like it to bump and push through there so I can move. But it's staying up there. It's just not pushing through yet. How about you? Did you get in?
I'm in.
Mitchell's in. Soto, you in?
No, I didn't get pickup.
Mitchell, you're in at 75.
75, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we like it. It's bumped our target once or twice anyway. It hasn't continued to go. So we'll kind of watch it and see. I like it to get on up there now. Take it too long. But we'll watch it and see what happens.
Okay, I'm in. I got picked up.
You got picked up at 50?
Yeah. 50, yeah.
Okay, good. Ready to go now, though. Yeah, get on up there. You got everybody now. That should be your point right there, right?
There we go.
Yep. I just got my point.
Good. Well, that's for the channel there. That's the point for the channel, so that's good.
Good.
Yeah.
Come on, buddy. Take off. Come on.
Yeah, so we kind of watch it play itself out here. Hopefully it bounces out of here before it comes down. There's a lot of support down here below us, as well. A lot of support below us right here. Actually, right here at 35.50 is a lot of support. So.
Yeah. Paul is also in. He got in at 75 with you guys.
Okay, everybody's in at 75. So.
Did you guys already get your point?
No.
It popped me out.
It took you out?
But no, okay, I was in at 50. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm still in on my. Well, I'm sorry I didn't say that right for the channel. But yeah, I got in at 50. I don't have my crosshairs and I'm on my laptop. But yep, so I was in at 50, and I got the point.
Good job.
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
So it just touched my target 2 more times there, and it's not taking it. So that kind of gives me some idea. If it gets up there again, I might tighten up I might move one tick into profit because I don't like it going up. That's the 5th time it's touched my target, and I've pushed through.
I think it's going to push through right here. There it goes. You got it.
No,
right?
No, absolutely not. My target's at 75. So
well, I thought it just popped up. It popped up
there
to.
It did. Just now it did. Just now it did. I'm like, yeah. Okay, so now we're in. We're safe now. Okay, so we got one tick. We got our point. We're one tick in. Yeah, so good.
I'm not trailing today, so y'all know.
I got picked up. I got my point, but the rest only got to take a profit in because it came back and bought me out of take a profit. Just to let you know.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
So I'm out of the trade.
Yeah, we're out. Yeah, we're out. But we all got a point and a tick. That's good. Everybody should have got that. So that's good. You got it for the channel. So first point for the channel is made. That's good. That's important for everybody to keep that going. So good job.
I've been having fun here with it for the past few days.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's just been on my extracurricular stress has dropped, I can focus back in on.
Yeah. I think
It's
this. Yeah.
It's fight or flight now. I'm running.
I think we're gonna get a good bounce here at 50 as well. I'm not going to chase it, but I think that's a good spot to get in. I think 50 is going to give you a good bounce, which it did. So
35, 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's strong.
That's a very strong area right there.
BK.
Yeah.
BK.
Yeah.
I got into the second entry into this trade here.
Where you at?
36.
36 even. Okay. Well,
What?
that's holding. I think it should bounce out of here. I think you should be okay.
Yeah, let's see.
I think you should bounce out of here. It's a strong area of support, so unless price just really wants to go somewhere else, it should bounce for a decent little opportunity. You're at 6 even, you said?
36, yeah.
Yeah, okay, 36 even, all right. Good. All right, baby, come on, push up there.
Oh.
Well, they might want to go lower there, Soto.
Yeah,
there
hey,
goes.
I'm out of that.
Yeah, I'll do first. That's all right. All right.
Oh, no.
That's all right. You made your first point for the channel, which is good.
Yeah, that is good. But I know this is a high risk trade. I expected for them to go outside the zone about a tick or so.
Yeah.
But I thought they were going to bounce off a little better, and they did, and they did not.
Yeah.
So
Well, they're going to push through it, but here's the cool thing. You made 1 point, you lost a point. That's okay, but what's cool about here is if price decides to continue to push down, where do you think my next area to go short would be? I mean, really, right here,
exactly.
right? I mean, this is an awesome opportunity to go short if price were to go ahead and close down and show some strength to the downside, and let price come back up and retrace into this area at that point. That'd be a great place to short the market. So just because you're 1-1 so far this morning, and that's all right. So we're just kind of waiting to see what price is going to do here. We'll watch it, but start looking for the next opportunity. We're short memories here, quick. We win, great. We lose, that's fine. We now start looking for the next opportunity.
Absolutely, yes. I don't know if you got to watch any football yesterday, but the Steelers, the Pitt Steelers, their starting quarterback is hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Their backup got hurt. He took a hit, man. I was surprised he was able to. Well, he walked off with help. He got looks like pretty bad concussion.
Really?
But I'm glad he was able to at least walk. It looked like he was going to. There's some damage there, but the third string, which was now the second string because of the backup was already in, so it came into play. He played at Sanford.
Oh.
And they kept saying Sanford. I'm like, oh, okay, this guy is not saying Stanford correctly. And no, it was Sanford. And so I looked it up, and he broke a lot of records at Sanford. He's a 4-year starter at Sanford, and he threw over 14,000 yards and all this stuff. And he did really well. I was very impressed. That came out and threw the ball. And he played. Unfortunately, they lost because of a fumble. He threw a great pass. It got 20-yard pass or so, but the guy fumbled it, and then that's pretty much the game. But it was exciting to see that he actually did really well. And something the commentator said was that this guy's used to throwing the ball. So that's
good.
It was good to see that.
I heard your reptiles in the swamp did pretty well this weekend.
Yeah, man, that was something. That was
one of the ugliest football games I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But it happens.
W, man. That's exactly.
Yeah, I know.
It was ugly.
I believe that if we were playing at their home, we would have lost. But
I was pulling for my boys at Tennessee when it was 14-10 at halftime.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'd love to
That
see that.
fell apart quickly.
Yeah.
wait, who? Tennessee
Tennessee had
Volunteers?
Georgia, and they had
Georgia on
them
the
down
hook.
by 4 at half.
Yeah.
And then, well, you don't even want to look up the final score.
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys have any opportunities to short here, or do y'all feel like you're going to short here, or anywhere around this area, or what?
I think you got those two zones right next to each other. It didn't respect. I don't think it. I can't remember if it respected that first zone, so I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, I mean, this zone that's coming into now, it didn't respect it, but that's
It
usually
didn't.
what.
Okay.
No, but the very first one it did, it respected it quite
Yeah,
a bit.
that's what I was thinking.
But
The
what
first
you-
one.
Yeah, but that's what tells me that it was going to respect this first one here because it blew through it. It will come
Okay.
I'd
back
be
and
pretty
respect
high
it.
up at like 29, 40, 50 if I was going to short anything.
40, 50? Yeah,
Yeah.
That's pretty good, yeah. No, I got you, yeah. Definitely
If I was
short
going
it.
to short it, that's where I would short it at.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. That's kind of where our original zone was at that took a lot of respect, right?
Yeah, but I wouldn't mess with it anytime until then because that candle's pretty strong.
BK, where are you looking for a trade here?
I would look into the area of 40 and a half, yeah, for sure. 40 and a half, maybe 40 and a quarter, but maybe 40 and a half.
There she goes.
There's 40 and a quarter.
Are you on? Is it? I'm not going to do it. I don't like the candle.
Yeah, it's pushing pretty strong right here. So I'll kill it as well. It's kind of, even though it volume's low, it's pushing into some resistance now, for sure. It's just like you said, it's a pretty strong candle. For this one to happen, it'd have to tick in and then just push a big rejection and wait for it to work out. Not that it won't do that. I mean, it's going into a lot of resistance right here, so
Yeah, you can tell it's slowing it down.
yeah,
It's hitting the wall.
yeah, it's bumping it pretty good.
I'm looking at a 40.75.
You look at 40.75. All right. Yeah, that's okay there. I'm not opposed to that. Yeah. Kinda. Yeah, it's gonna slow down enough to get some rejection, I think.
Probably would have gotten your point at 2.5. Yep,
Yeah,
right there.
Definitely got it, but yeah.
It just looked mean to me. I just didn't like it.
Yeah.
Not when I'm just up one and I'm not trying to go back to even right now. I'm not going to risk a trade.
That's good. I like the thought process there. We don't have to trade, do we?
No, I'm going to wait for another pretty one and then I'll make a trade like that.
Yeah. You said a key word there. If it's pretty, it's usually pretty good. You don't have to kind of convince yourself or look for something. That's probably a good sign.
So let me recommend y'all get a flu shot this year.
Yeah, BK, you need to take a flu shot.
Y'all don't
I
want
haven't had a
that.
flu shot in how many years? Well,
I haven't either. And I told my buddy that 2 days before I got the flu.
yeah.
And it was a wicked, wicked run.
Mm.
The worst part about the flu is it just sucks the life out of you.
Yeah, that's it. It sucks the life out of you. Yeah.
You can't even walk to the refrigerator to get some Gatorade. You know, it feels like you're climbing a mountain.
So true. Yeah, I think I've only got the flu once or twice, and man, I was paralyzed. My friend, he
You
was
feel like
concerned.
someone beat you all night with a bat. You're
Yeah,
just
my
like,
friend said, he's like, Soto, I know when you're sick, when you're not hungry and you're cold. It's like, hey man, just turn the heater up.
Alright, so are you still liking these trades?
Yeah, I'm waiting here at 75 still, unless you think otherwise.
No. You take your trade that you. I'm gonna go in at 41.
I'm going in at 41 if I go in.
Yeah, I'll go in at 41 there, and I'll go ahead and put an order in and see if price can kind of stretch up there. Maybe get some rejection out of that 41.75, 41.25, 41.50 area. You in right now?
No, I moved it to 41 and a quarter.
Okay, 41 and a quarter. All right.
But it would have bumped me there, but I don't think it would have picked me up.
My man, Soto changed his game.
Get a little more conservative there, isn't
He's pushing trades up. He's acting like me.
Yeah, I know. It's not looking good. I'm already 1 for 1 today doing that. Let's see what happens. I haven't lost 10 years.
So this guy that I met in Australia, he was like, "Y'all should come over to our house and shoot kangaroos with us." I was like, "What?" Apparently they're a nuisance on his farm, so he has like a nuisance license. He was like, "Yeah, you just come shoot kangaroos." There's a lot of things in life that I would like to harvest, but a kangaroo is not one of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Funny.
He was saying they're really aggressive.
I think anybody that would kill a kangaroo has to be an aggressive person. Let's kill that koala bear. What? No, don't kill the koala bear. For koala.
Man.
All right, where are you guys sitting on this?
I'm still at 41 watching it, but I'm not opposed to possibly moving it up a tick either. But if this continues to reject right here, I'm okay with it. So we'll kind of watch it. Got 2 minutes left in this candle, basically, so we'll kind of watch and see. It's about that 10 o'clock time frame, so we got to watch that too.
Do we have any news?
Not till 1 o'clock today.
1 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, Soto, you should have gone in at your aggressive area. You'd got your point, man.
Yeah, I know. That's all right. That's all right.
Like 41.75 right now.
You going up to 75? Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, I'm just looking at it. It's kind of
Yeah.
Wait, where are you going?
maybe 41.50, 41.75. There's a lot of opens and closes, a lot of wicks in those areas, and
Yeah.
I don't know. Just watching how these candles are stepping up. Actually, I may just be running away from it if I do that because.
Yeah, wait. That's you're out of the zone there, right?
Well, I don't. It depends on what y'all are making your zones. I mean, there can be 3 zones right there. Are y'all making them off of 630, 635, and 640? That's where I'm making mine off of.
Yeah, that's where they're off of. Is the one we
So,
have on the
yeah.
chart, 635. Yeah, I mean 640 is definitely a rejection area, but it's influence in that zone there. So yeah, that's what we're basing the entries off of. At least that's what I am. I'm assuming so. It's the same way.
Yeah, I'm looking
I'm
at.
gonna go ahead and pull it at this point.
Yeah. Cool.
Price is moving, so I'm gonna pull it. We might have hit it, we might not have, and that's okay. We just kind of be patient and let it come back to us. But that's a good short entry out of that. We just missed it. Didn't get up to as high as we wanted, but it definitely respected that zone nicely.
Yeah.
So
Did you see where the 950 candle bounced off at?
Yeah, to the downside. Yeah, it bounced off of a position
2.5?
from yesterday. It actually bounced off of it bounced off of 1220 yesterday. It's a doji there. There's a lot of sideways action right there, but that's the low point of that 1220, and it bounced right there at 34 and a quarter. You see that?
1220.
Yesterday. It's a doji. It's a pivot doji.
Yeah.
That's what it bounced off of yesterday, right to the tick.
Okay.
Well, we took a better trade though. And as far as I'm concerned, we took the right trade there at
Absolutely.
where we got our first point. We took the right trade there. So
yeah,
there's a lot of support there.
Absolutely.
Just gonna try to go through it now.
Yeah, because I think it's a good down move possibly coming up here because of that rejection right there into that zone at 10 o'clock even. I think that's you got to look for 10 o'clock time frame for areas of turning around for the big boys coming into the game, and I think that could be possibly one right there, showing some direction to the downside. But a lot of support down here too, so we'll just watch it.
Yeah. By the way, it was weird sharing for the Steelers. I've never shared for the Steelers, but I'm like, it's funny when you have like when you're really into something because someone or you have some kind of connection with them, it changes the whole game.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Like you really care, like, oh my gosh, please don't throw an intercept. Just don't lose the game. Manage the game. It's okay to lose as a team, but don't lose the game for the team.
Yeah.
And even though he's a true rookie, he was just in college last year, but
Well, I'm that way because I'm not an OU fan at all, but I'm a Jalen Hurts fan, and now that I pull
Me
for
too,
I,
man.
I pull
I love
for I pull for OU now since Jalen's on the helm there, and
yeah,
because
it. And he's been
earned the
killing.
respect.
I love it.
Yeah,
he's
man.
doing well.
He's doing
did well.
phenomenal, man. I hope he
Yeah.
wins the Heisman. Honestly, I hope he wins it. Even though I love Tua as well, but I I got a lot of respect for Jalen. I want him to go out on top.
And to my knowledge, now again, I could be wrong because I don't keep up with it, but to my knowledge, he has been a class act. He's been
Absolutely.
he hasn't
Good
said
as a-
anything negative
Yeah.
about the program, Alabama, or the team, or the quarterbacks. He's just he understands his business, and he just took his business somewhere else, and he's going to succeed
Absolutely.
no matter what business he goes to. So I like that.
They were interviewing him, asking how he's preparing for the OU Texas game and how it's such a big rivalry, and he really needs to get his head right and all. And his response was, "I've played in the Iron Bowl, guys. I think I'm good."
Yeah, well, that's good. Yeah, that's exactly good answer right there.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, I don't think I mean, I know that's a big Red River Showdown's a big rivalry, but I don't think it gets any bigger than Alabama Auburn. So,
No.
but,
Well, divorces have been had over the Iron Bowl, I believe. So
yeah, yeah.
can't stay married to you. You're still an Auburn fan.
So yeah, this zone's holding up nicely for support.
Very
here.
good, yeah. Yep. Right at the 3650 mark. Very good bounces there.
Yeah,
There were just way too many touches in there for me to return to it.
yeah, absolutely. I'm not jumping on. I didn't jump. We took our first trade out of that zone and made our points, and so I'm not gonna chase another trade in there. Since price pushed through there, once already. But I wouldn't fault somebody for doing it just because of all the support if they got in down there at the bottom, But I wasn't gonna do that.
Yeah, that was my mistake. I didn't know there was a zone right there, right below this zone, literally touching each other.
Yeah, they're touching.
So I would have not entered that second trade where I did at the bottom of the zone. But it's all right.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
When you're up 30 grand, Soto, it's all good.
It's okay. It's all fun and games until somebody gets hurt. When keeping it real goes wrong. Key and Peele. Classic.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for joining us. If you guys are in the chat or if y'all watching the live stream, sure do appreciate it. Please let us know you're here. Ask any questions you might have, and we'll kind of talk to you a little bit. But you kind of pinned all the videos for the tools of the trade into the chat there. So take a chance. If you want to learn a little bit more about how we trade, you can definitely watch those, and we'll answer any kind of questions you might have right now as well. But definitely take a chance to watch those, and kind of they're short and they're kind of very simple. So and again, you might sit there and watch those and think it can't be that easy, but it really is. we don't overcomplicate it, right? I mean, we keep things simple. So that's why you'll hear a lot of conversation going on during this 2-hour window, because we wait for price to get to us into our zones,
before we consider trades. And we have rules that those zones are based off of, and when you can enter a trade in those zones and when you can't enter trades in those zones. So just because the zone is drawn doesn't mean we're going to make a trade out of it. But what's neat to see is all these zones are drawn beforehand, and price reacts out of all of them, which is cool. So it's kind of fun to watch. So anyway, so thanks for joining us. Sure appreciate it.
All right. Yeah, where we going?
Let's see here. What do we got coming up in here? We got a zone drawn. I could draw a zone here. I didn't draw it yet, but I should.
Are you talking about the 910 candle?
Yeah, the one we talked about earlier. Yeah.
Yep.
So where are you going to trade out of that? Are you going to front run it, or are you going to be right on price? Right on price?
No. I don't think I should front run it.
That's good.
I'm gonna be like 43.75 if I do it.
75. Yeah, I'll be at 43 and a quarter over price as well. It's just pushed me, so I didn't get to get in yet. But I will put it back.
I'm gonna wait.
there. I'll put it at 43 and a quarter still, even though it went up into that area and rejected. I missed the first opportunity out of it, and I would have got a nice little point there. But I'm not gonna chase after it. I'll let price come back up to me if he wants to get me. But that was a good opportunity.
Yeah, the 43 and a quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's good resistance there.
Yeah, that was a good entry right there. I just missed it. Didn't get it in time.
You get in, Mitchell?
No, I'm up 2 ticks higher, 75. Up toward the top.
Towards the top.
Yep.
So now if I have another entry, I have to go hot above that, right? Based on our rules. So I'll need to go to 43 and a half. I'll go to the very top of that. Excuse me. Let's watch and see.
Alabama got some rain last night.
Yeah, it was good. We haven't had it in a long time.
No.
Yeah, we actually got. I don't think I got rain yesterday. The day before, man, it was first time it rained since I've been here.
Wow. Yeah, it's been really dry. Really dry.
Yeah, my neighbor decided it'd be a good idea the other day to start burning some stuff in his yard.
Really? Oh my gosh.
It wasn't 30 minutes before the fire marshal pulled up.
Yeah,
Oh my
absolutely.
gosh.
Wow.
Who is this guy?
I was like, come on, man. I know you're on meth, but just don't let it have that much effect on you.
Obviously, he didn't grow up in the fires of '98 down in Florida.
Obviously.
I'm not sure he knew which planet he was on when he started the fire.
That's funny.
He does a lot of shake and bacon over there.
Does he really?
Shake.
He'll be blowing, no joke, he'll be blowing leaves out of his yard at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Stop it. That's funny.
I went and tried to talk to him one time, like, look, man, I got kids. You can't be running your leaf blower at 2 a.m. I could tell real quick I wasn't getting through.
I'm sorry, this is your neighbor?
Well, he lives 2 doors down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you need to be careful. Sorry, I thought you were talking about somebody you knew, like a friend. Like,
No, I did have a friend that was like that too, but he's on the straight and narrow now.
that's good. So my one of my friends got 2 puppies now, and he
Are y'all
works.
staying in, or y'all gonna pull?
No, I'm
I'm sitting at 44 flat.
Like, volume's increasing here, so I've just pulled.
I pulled.
Yeah,
Gosh, and I don't know if I should have, but I did.
No, did you pull, Soto?
I just pulled it.
Yeah. I don't like that. It's pushing volume increasing like that, even though we
Yeah,
got a
when
little
it
bit of
started
rejection.
getting out, I was like, no, I want the party.
No, it's gonna get a little rejection, but just the volume pushed
Yeah,
right
it
through.
must be.
Big
I
thing
don't
there
want-
was we followed our tools and volume was
Yep.
pushing higher, so you exit the trade, and or you get rid of the entry, and this is a good example why we do that.
I literally had a quarter second to click it too.
Yeah, me too. I was like, pull, because I guess my volume go up and you just said it. I was like, cancel.
I'm glad my mouse worked.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm looking maybe at potentially 45.5.
Yeah, I mean we're in another zone here, so you got 45 and a
You're
half.
always one tick more aggressive than me. I'm at 45.75.
Yeah, okay.
It's good.
I love it. I love that because it means we're all over it. You know what I mean? We all are using the same methodology and everything. It's just reiterates it.
Yeah.
It's not like we're all sitting together making this up.
Yeah.
Oh, we're all making it up together so good that we built. Yeah, bounced off at the bottom of that zone there at the 825 candle.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. I'm glad I pulled that trade, even though I would have been in and got my point already. I'm glad I pulled it out.
Yeah,
It was a little risky there.
Yeah, you pulled it for the right reasons. Just because it worked out doesn't mean it's going to. The majority of the time, it's not going to work out. So.
Exactly. I agree 100%.
So where do we look for an entry to the upside? Let's go. Yeah, let's kind of watch price, let it kind of get on up there if it's going to get up there for an opportunity. You could be buying here, you know, there's an area, there's an argument to say there's some support here to buy off of, but we're not going to I'm not going to do that anyway.
Are you talking about the 925 candle?
Yeah, the 25 candle. Yeah. 25 and the 9 o'clock. That area right there of support. I mean,
yeah.
I think you can make that. If price is going to get up to where we're thinking it's going to get up to, you can make that as an argument to buy it, you know. But
right.
I'm not going to do it, but you could definitely make an argument to that. All right, it's 10:14. Got about 45 minutes left, 46 minutes left. So we'll just kind of be patient here. We made our point for the day as far as the challenge goes. Sort of made that this morning. Mitchell and both of them made it actually, but we're only going to count one of them. For the 1 point challenge today has been met by one of you two. So that's been good. So we can definitely put that in the spreadsheet there. At the end of the 11 o'clock, we update the spreadsheet every day, kind of showing you what we've won, what we've lost. So we kind of keep a running tally of that. I'm getting a lot of dislikes, or not a lot, but I'm getting a couple dislikes on the on the videos. You know, the only thing I think it could be is because you could argue. I mean, you don't have to dislike you don't have to like what we do, but we're not telling you this is the only way to trade either. You know, but. So I don't think I'd be getting dislike from that. I think what I'm getting is dislikes from probably because of the thumbnail, you know, because the thumbnail shows every day, it shows thousands of dollars, you know, or it shows $1,700, $1,800, $1,799, whatever, you know. every day is people are thinking you've made that much all day, and all it's really doing if you've not been in the channel before and waited to the end, you would think it's that's what you made in one day. But if you see what we're actually doing, we're actually just showing you the growth of the 1 point a day account, and so I might have to change the thumbnail around a little bit and try to point that out, because I think people might think it's clickbait or what have you, and that's not what I'm intending it for. I'm just trying to show you the balance that's growing, and that's important. But if you don't know the structure of what that's about, then you probably think we're just throwing clickbait out there, and that's not what it is. So. Anyway, we're double topping out of that area. That's interesting. Just a big sideways here. Now this could be an interesting long right here. Let me see.
Well, like 41.75.
Well, I'd look at 41. I mean, you can there's definitely opportunity at 41.75 there. I think I would go at, let's be a little conservative, I'd stay at 41.50. There's buyers there, so yeah, I'd stay at 41.50. I'll put it where at 41.50 and see if we can give you an opportunity. So I got one at 41.50 to go long here. Willing to risk the point because I like it, so I'm okay with it right now. There's a lot of buyers in that area based on order flow, so.
You in? Are you in?
Not yet. No, it just bumped me. It hasn't taken me in yet.
You going, Soto? Must be eating oatmeal.
Yeah. Sorry, I got a call. I took a call real quick.
Merrill Lynch.
Yeah. It's this guy named JP with my Morgan, I think. Are you guys in the trade?
No.
I'm gonna go deeper. I'm gonna go deeper at 41 even because I don't like it keeps bumping me and then not putting me in.
Yeah, I was waiting at 41.5. So I'm at 41 flat right now.
Yeah, I'm at 41 flat. See if it wants to come down and give us a good little bounce there.
Metro, where are you sitting at?
2.5.
He's one tick up on us. So it's just bumped you a couple times too, hasn't it?
It did. I'm thinking about I'm going to drop down a tick with it pushing like that. I'm at flat now. I'm in.
We're all in now, so we'll see.
I'm in the trade. Yeah, we're all in the trade.
Be with us.
I think this was a good entry. I think we played it good here. Let's see.
We'll see.
There we go. It's over. That's it.
Well, so is that. He said he's done.
Game over.
Taking that one ticket. I don't like that right there.
Yeah. I didn't recognize the time. I might close early here. Come on.
I'm gonna tighten up to one ticket profit. I'm gonna take one ticket. I'm out. I don't like that. I don't like double bottom and no wick there. I don't like it. So I went ahead and closed
I
out.
closed mine out. I got 2 ticks and I closed her.
We all got out.
Yeah, well, that's good. Though. I mean,
I know.
I don't like having a candle.
No,
go
it
down
looked
when
like it was about to get ready to just flood to the bottom.
Yeah,
I was
Yeah.
I
like,
don't
no.
like it.
Yeah, I agree.
Watch it shoot all the way up like 12 points.
Yeah,
It's doing right out like a jerk.
No,
No.
that's all right, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
it's
not-
good. I got 2 ticks out of it, so I'm happy.
That's good.
Are you still in, Soto, or did you pull?
No, I got out. Yeah, I had to get out.
So I only got that one ticket profit, but hey, that's,
And look at that. We would have got the point.
Oh my gosh.
That's all right, man. I don't want to be a woulda, shoulda, coulda guy, so I'm
Yeah.
okay. I didn't like the trade, so I got out of it.
12-point run over here.
Yeah, watch it go, man.
Unbelievable.
That
Oh,
hurt.
That's funny.
The best part is that we couldn't have had enough time to tell each other. We all were just like, I'm out.
Yeah. But none of us like that. I mean,
No,
we want
it
that
is.
rejection wick, man. We don't like a rejection wick, and then the next candle just opens up flat and goes up. That's just not a good sign, you know. So
Yeah. Typically, you're absolutely right. That's usually, it will go up 2, maybe 3 ticks, and then it'll come back and shoot down.
Well, I wanted to wait for it to go up one more tick, and I was like, I've been burnt here before. I'm getting out.
Yeah. Yeah, because it kept bouncing at the 5, 50,
Right.
50, right?
Yeah,
And I was
that's
like,
what I
oh, this
pulled
guy
out.
looking good.
That's
It's funny that we all just jumped in, we all got out. It's like a boat. Like, let's go whitewater rafting. We all get in, and we start seeing the water.
the rapids, we all start bailing.
Yeah, first rapid, we all jumped out. We were like, no, that was a bad idea.
Yeah.
But we should have just been more confident in our method because it worked.
Well,
yeah.
Well,
I don't like the method based. I mean, I don't like the candle. I mean, price action is part of our method, and for me, in my personal opinion, I do not like candles when in the opposite direction with no wick. Meaning that it doesn't matter if we were going long. I mean, if we were going short and it didn't give me any kind of wick and continue to go short, that's a different story. But when I'm looking for price to bounce, you know, and the candle before me is a big bodied candle to the downside with a little bit of wick, I have to assume that price still wants to go down a little bit lower, you know, and
Right.
and it just didn't do it. So I'm okay with bailing on the trade once I got one taking a profit because I just don't like the formation of the price action right there. So I'm cool with it, man. Either way, I'm cool with it. You know, if you wanted to stay in or not, but just for me being comfortable, I don't want to sit in the trade saying, "Oh, please, Lord, please," and squeezing my desk. I'm not.
Right.
I don't want to trade like that. You know. And
Yeah, I know. I left a couple fingernails in my desk.
It ain't worth it for me over 2 contracts, I promise. So I'm just not gonna.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I agree.
Now, Soto, on your 27 contracts or whatever you got trading, you got a tick out of them?
Yeah, I got a tick. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Because it was a 0.5, and so when I closed it closed one tick below that.
Right. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
So at least, you know, I guess that's kind of breaking even, or actually made a little bit of money.
Yeah, you'll make a little bit.
I made like $25.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
that's good. That's funny though. You guys need to watch this movie. I highly. It's based on my life. It's called The Jungle. You need to watch it.
The jungle. Huh?
Yeah, just Jungle.
Oh, jungle.
Yeah, don't. Especially if you watch it at night in the middle of the woods, kind of scary. By yourself.
Yeah, I can imagine that would set up the atmosphere to be scary.
Yeah.
So sometime today, I'll give you a call and you can help me set my home screen back up to where it calculates my commissions.
Yeah, buddy.
I knew something wasn't right, and then I'm looking now, and my commissions are at 0. So
I got
it's
you.
not.
Yeah.
It's not calculating my commissions.
Now listen. Okay, on this trade right here, if it goes, oh, it's going back up. Let's see.
Or what are you talking like a
Well, I was
Like
thinking
a
of going short.
Yeah,
But-
44.
perfect was 43.75 was perfect for short trade. But yeah, you're looking to go back short here.
Yeah, but I think, like you said, we got the sun trigger, and then you got another one right above it,
Yeah.
where you got the resistance. So it's kind of a tough call. Do you have enough room for error? It's bouncing. It didn't even go that deep into it. Now it's bouncing off. I think it's a lot of guessing going on. I'm just gonna wait for a better
I think
scenario.
that's a good job. I think that's the right call right there. A lot of guessing right here. A lot of zones already been entered and pushed through and respected multiple times, so you just don't know what's going to happen. So you're better off to, hey man, I've already made some money today. Just just relax.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let it get out of this area. I think we're just too sideways right now. Let's get out of this area.
Yeah, we've milked it for all we can do.
Yeah, all I'm willing to milk it for. I'm not milking anymore.
We've hit it 3 times.
Yeah. Yeah. See, like right here, they're going to the top, but let's see if they go to the other. Let's go see if they go to 44.75.
Yeah.
That's where I was sitting. It's 44.75. If I was going to trade it.
Yeah.
I think if I'm going to trade, I have to go up in the zone around 45.50 or something.
Yeah, 50 is where I'd be looking at it to go short if I was going to trade out of that zone, but I'm just not real sure I'm going to trade anymore. We'll just have to see. But I'd be at 45.5 if I was going to trade it.
There it is. There it is. You take.
No,
Right
I
to the
don't have an order.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went right there to 45, but I think it's going to go higher. Personally, I think it's going to go higher. But so I just don't like it. I don't like all that price action in between all the sideways, And then I think the price wants to push out of this area, and so I just don't like. Even though volume's decreasing, you can take a chance, but it's a higher risk trade in my opinion, just because of that. So those zones have been activated so much. You require new money to be there now, and I'm just not into that. I'm just not into the trade.
Mitchell, are you thinking of anything here?
No, I want to leave it alone, but I was at 45.75 if I was going to do it. I guess it would have not quite gotten to me yet.
It's bounced off of 45.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing. But so this candle, if it may trigger up a little bit, we're gonna have volume increase in here slightly. But we expect that in order for them to push into this area a little deeper. At least that's my thinking. I don't know if that's accurate, but that's what I think.
I mean, price has just played around a lot in this area from 36, from 29.36 up to 46. This 10-year range. I mean, this 10-point range right here. Price has just played around a lot in that, so I want to see it outside this 10-point range now.
Yeah.
So I don't want to keep trying to play. I'm not a sideways trader, and so if you're a sideways trader, breakout kind of guy, then you'd be looking for a trade short up here. But I just don't like I just don't like it. I just don't like it. Period. So I'm just gonna wait for it to push out of that. If I get a trade, fine. I've had 2 trades, a point and 2 ticks now, so not a lot, but I don't want to give back what I've got just because I want to make a trade either, so.
That's me.
Yeah.
I paid off some napkins so far.
There you go. So if you want to trade, I mean, if you just want the trading bug, then go to demo account, man, and trade it. But I'm just not. I just don't want to do that.
All right. So what we got here. Yeah, I'm hoping to break out break out of this area, and then we can use it as a demand zone.
Yeah, that's
Strong.
what I'm counting on. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping happens here.
I go to China next Thursday, so I'll be out of commission for a few days again.
Oh, they don't have Wi-Fi on the airplane.
They do. I'm hoping I can get going and do some trading with y'all while I'm there. I will have Wi-Fi there, but just depends on how long our dinners go. Because
Yeah.
big deal in China to go to the big business dinners, and they take hours.
Like
I'm
12
talking-
horses.
Yeah, 4 or 5 hours worth of dinner. So we'll see.
You're that guy on the airplane talking on the phone all the time. Everybody's trying to sleep.
I'm gonna be that guy wearing a mask this time.
Oh yeah, you gotta wear a mask. Actually, if you don't wear a mask, you don't fit in. Everybody else is wearing a mask. My dad, my friend's dad got arrested in China, and the funny thing was, so he comes and tells me this. He's like, "Hey man, please don't tell anyone. We don't want anyone to know. We're trying to keep it in the DL." But my dad got arrested in China. I look at the news, and it was on the Yellow Hammer news. I'm like, well, I think they know.
You got something pretty messed up to get arrested in China.
Yeah, I think he was. It was something about something related to Christianity, right?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, they put him on house arrest.
I'm not looking forward to it, but I gotta go.
Is this time of year you start going quite often?
Yeah, so I'll go now, and I may go again in January, and I'll definitely go again around March, April.
Okay. Yeah.
Just depends on how well we do the stuff this time. Depends on how many more times I have to go back. If they get a lot of stuff wrong, then I'll have to keep going.
Gotcha.
I've gone as many times as 5 times in 6 months and only gone once. I mean, you never know. Depends on how well they want to interpret.
Yeah. So yeah, Price is not making any decisions right here, is it? It's just kind of hanging in this, in all these areas that we've got defined. They're just kind of hanging in those areas. So he doesn't want to break out of this 10-point range right now. So there's no trading for me. No trading for me because of that.
It bounced off right up 45.75, right where we had it, man.
Yeah. You didn't take the trade?
No.
Why not?
Why not? Because we have volume increase going in,
Good.
and I think it's
Good.
just not everything's lining up yet. That I'm still a little scared from the movie last night. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Nervous.
Nervous. One? Goodness.
Is the market closed next Monday?
What's next Monday?
Columbus Day.
Oh, I don't think it's. I'm not sure if it's closed or not, but I have to look and see. I don't think it's closed. I think it's just. It'd be light trading though, but I don't think it's closed. It'd be light volume, you know.
Oh, the GE. They're gonna freeze pensions plans for about 20,000 employees in the U.S.
Really?
Yeah, and in a bid to cut debt.
Wow. So that's wrong. They're cutting pension plan
Yep.
debt. I mean, they put their time in. That's what you owe them.
Yep, that's the last
Cut
thing
it
they
somewhere
cut.
else, man. You
Yep.
cut out bonuses. Cut out cut out
Yeah.
salaries. You know, cut that. You know, from the CEOs, man. Drop off salary. Don't take it from people that's already put their time in there to earn that money. I understand
Yep.
doing what you got to do business wise. I get that. I understand business decisions for the overall is good, but that's the wrong place to cut them, in my opinion. But
I agree.
I don't know everything that's going on there, but it's not the best place to cut pension.
All right, man, this is coming back in.
Yeah, it's back in the zone here. Yeah, goodness gracious. Might be shutting this thing down a few minutes early today.
Yeah, it's typical Monday.
Yeah, it's a Monday. If this candle closes up here, that's a very bullish candle. It closes up there.
Yeah, it's only a minute into it. Not 2 minutes. 2 minutes into it.
Alright. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and start tallying up things here. We could call it a little early. Y'all start adding up your points there, please. So I've got 1, 2. Alright, 10, 7, 19. One pot was made for the individual. So 1.1, 0. Alright, so we're up to 1844 in the individual results. So that's great. And continuing the win streak here. So that's always very nice.
so if you started with a $1,000 account with one contract, you're still trading one contract, but you're taking a point loss and a point profit, which includes commissions here. So when you win $44.80 because you minus commissions, and when you lose $55.20 because you have to add in your commissions. So it's very important to win, right? So our entries are very important here. So from the individual standpoint, the 1 point a day, which is done either by Mitchell or Soto, first trade in the morning, win or lose. And actually all got in the same trade this morning, a 1 point winner. So it was unanimous along the individual results, but we just take one of them for the 1 point trade, and so nice job there. So your count's up, started at $1,000, it's up to $1,844. So very nice job there. Okay. So we're getting ever closer to that $2,000 mark where we can jump another contract. So that's good. So now we'll check out the kind of the team trades. We do this for fun, you know. We all trade a little differently, but we kind of do it for fun, just to kind of see what's going on. We base it on one contract, and we just multiply it by the number of points everybody's made. So, Mitchell, how many points did you make this morning? Gross.
1.5. 1.5.
1.5 gross. Okay. Soto.
27.25.
Gross. That's gross, right?
That's correct.
All right, 27.25. All right. Loss. How many did you lose?
26.
Oh, all right. Soto. 125 net profit. Mitchell 1.5 net. Brian
0 losses.
Yeah, 1.5 net. Okay, so we still netted out 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.25 points. But we'll go ahead and put this in here for 27. So we got 3. $30.25 minus 26. All right, good job, man. So we're still net. Look at that. Our commissions we lost $292.50 of commission, which gave us a net loss of $80 as a team today.
I'm sorry, that's me.
Oh, no, that's all right, man. That's okay. You're the one that's been building it up too, so no worries, man. I'd much rather take your wins and that small loss. I'm with that. I'll do that every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice job. So we're up to $17,416 as a group. That's just kind of fun. We kind of keep that, just the heck of keeping it. But the main thing is to check out as the individual. The 1 point a day challenge has been met again at so you're up to $1,844 on that. So nice job. Well, all right, dude, guys, I think I'm gonna call it.
Yeah, let's call it.
Here, so let's just go ahead and.
The only thing that can happen here is us getting in trouble. That's all that's gonna happen.
Yeah, no reason for us to do that, right? No reason to give anything away just so we can trade, right? So, all right, well, we'll do it again in the morning. Hopefully, it's a better day in the morning. So, thanks for joining us, guys. And anybody have any questions, please throw them in the chat or check out the channel. And we'll see you guys again here in the morning. Have a good day.
Sounds good. See y'all then.
See ya.